Hello, it's Amanda, and today I'm excited to talk about making swaps in your bedroom for better sleep. And this is such a hot topic. I think it's close to 70% of people in the United States, children included in this statistic, do not sleep well at night. And one thing we know for certain is if you're not sleeping well, you are never going to feel as good as you can feel. I mean, it truly is like sleep is such an important part of our daily routine because the better sleep we get, the healthier we are going to be. When we sleep at night, our body goes into that repair, recovery mode. So being able to relax and get good quality, long-lasting sleep is really important. And I think it's something that just because of the way our fast-paced world is, the more devices we're using, all of the things that can disrupt our sleep patterns, it's not always just stress or just a life event going on. It can be a lot of other things around us that we sometimes have control over and sometimes don't. So we want to make sure that we have really, really good sleep habits when we're ready to go to bed because quality sleep matters. And if you're on a journey to get healthier, we need that quality sleep. And one of the biggest things I hope that everyone, will be doing is the foundational wellness products. The vitamins, minerals, and greens, the E Omega fish oil, and the PB Restore probiotic. That foundational wellness bundle has helped so many of my clients and customers sleep better. And a lot of times people notice that, fairly soon. Sometimes it takes a little bit longer, but the benefits keep getting better and better. But it's really important if you've been working on trying to improve your sleep for a long time, start with a really solid nutritional foundation, right? Make sure you're eating clean. Don't eat too close to bedtime. If you're having digestive issues, be proactive with that before you lay down to go to sleep. There's just a lot of tips. Stay off of your phone, your devices, the well lit, turn them all off at least an hour before you're going to go to sleep if you can. That can really start helping your body to shut down. And so those are just a few ideas, but we need extra support with sleep, right? And we know even if we don't think we're sleeping bad, we might not be getting the deep REM sleep. And this is too so important for children. So one of the most simple things we can do at bedtime, every bedroom can have its own diffuser, right? And this is the one we have in our bedroom. It lights up if you want it to, obviously at nighttime. We just leave it on the turned off setting. It's a very pretty, it rotates colors. Sometimes people use it in children's rooms for like a nightlight setting. But this diffuser is really, really easy to use. It does have two pieces that come off. So this little lid removes. Oh, there's a little bit of water left in this. That's funny. And then you simply pour your water in. There is a line on this diffuser that shows the water level. That's really helpful. And then you take your bottles of oil. And our favorite that we use every night is Breathe oil, which opens up your airways, respiratory. If you have a hard time sleeping or someone in your room snores or something, you definitely want Breathe as a part of your nighttime. And then Serenity oil, this is called the Restful Blend. And I do know a lot of people use lavender oil in place of Serenity. I personally just like the smell of Serenity better. Serenity oil is a really cool combination. It smells awesome, but it does have lavender. That's the first ingredient, of course. And then it also has cedarwood, coriander, ylang-ylang, marjoram, Roman chamomile, vetiver, sandalwood, tonka bean, vanilla absolute. Okay, that's this blend. Oh, it smells so good. So you can do anywhere from 2 to 4 drops of each oil. And I always say, just a couple drops. Remember, they drop out. I can go ahead and put these in here for tonight. Like literally watch your drops. 1, 2, 3. And then I can do the same thing with Breathe. And if you like one smell more than the other, you can do less drops of one. I'll do 2 drops of Breathe. I've got 5 drops in this. Make sure I'll finish filling the water. I don't know why there's some still in here. And then you put the cap on and you hit the start button. It's super, super easy. And I always just say based on the space of your room. Like if you're in a really big open room, you have a smaller room, you might use less drops, okay? So just but just remember, you don't have to go crazy. You don't have to use too many drops. I will never forget the time I used to use cheap essential oils. I hate to admit that, but I didn't know there was such a difference in quality. And with the old oils that I used to use, I'd do, 20, 30 drops in my bedtime diffuser. And then when I got the doTERRA ones in the first night, I had to dump the thing out because it was so concentrated and strong because I wasn't educated on how much more concentrated they are. So a little bit goes a long way. Remember that. This combination, safe to use in children's rooms. You could use just a straight lavender in your diffuser. Adaptive oil. I know a lot of people, this is a good calming one during the day also, but I know a lot of people like this one at bedtime. Shinrin-Yoku at bedtime. The Shinrin-Yoku has been studied and is showing that it can help improve sleep and just all kinds of things. It's awesome. Cedarwood by itself, cedarwood and wild orange, the two of those together are really good if you have that racing mind and you can't slow down to go to sleep. So if you've never tried that and you have them in your collection, cedarwood and wild orange oil. Some people use vetiver, just straight vetiver or vetiver with some frankincense or vetiver with some Serenity extra. You could put extra vetiver or vetiver and breathe oil. Vetiver is an oil that is a little bit thicker. I want to give you that as a tip too. So it's an oil that you might want to get a little dropper bottle to put inside because it's really thick to get it out of the bottle. So just a pro tip. But those are some others that really, really have calming, relaxing properties. And, diffusing oils can really make a difference in helping us sleep. Also keeps the air better. And when we get that better quality sleep, we feel better. And it's just, I love hearing the stories over and over. People say, oh my gosh, I can totally tell like if I run my diffuser or if I don't, or like over time. And so that's just a really nice habit. You start the diffuser, a good idea can be 30 minutes before bedtime. What I actually do is I have a jug of water that sits down behind my nightstand, and then I just use that to fill the diffuser every night. Because when you are filling your diffusers, you should bring the water to the diffuser, okay? So don't be picking up your diffusers, carrying them around all the time. It's just easier to pour the water in. So I just have a big jug and I fill it every week or two whenever it runs out. And then I just fill my diffuser from that so that it's just really convenient. And you can also, another pro tip, you can fill your diffuser in the morning when you wake up. So when you're tired at the end of the day, you don't have to think about it. Or if you're a person that works different shifts and you need that support sleeping, you can get your diffuser all ready to go before you go to work. When you're ready to come home and rest for the day and sleep, you just push the button. So sometimes I think it's like making our habits easier when we're feeling the best. So get it filled, get it ready for bedtime, and simply touch the button when you need to. Does that make, that's a good tip, right? And then another thing, the Serenity Stick. This is the Serenity oils, but it is in a stick format, and it actually has valerian oil. And valerian is well known. It comes in straight supplement forms, and it's added to this stick. It's very much known to help people relax, slow down, calm stress, sleep better. And I personally love the smell of the sleep stick. If you need the benefits of it and you don't love the smell, you can always put it on the bottom of the feet. If you don't mind the smell, wrists, behind your ears, or like right here on your chest is a good place to apply support for sleeping. You could also make a roller bottle with Serenity oil in it or lavender and breathe together, and you could roll it on topically. So this is another really good support for sleep. And then if you need extra support for sleep, because like I just said, I know it's over 60% of people use an over-the-counter or a prescription sleep aid. And what I hear on a regular basis in my health food store, I hear from people all the time that they're taking super strong prescriptions or over the counter and they wake up so groggy. And so then they're feeling more tired. They don't feel like themselves. They don't feel like they can wake up well. And then, so they're really not feeling any better, but maybe they're getting a little bit more sleep, but they don't feel good. And so this is why it's so important. If you are trying to sleep better, look at some of these natural options. Do some of these healthy habits that we just talked about. Start with the diffuser, some of these things that we know we can do easily. But if you do need additional support, because I talked about at the beginning of this, why sleep is so important. We have to have good sleep. And so if you need extra support, this Serenity Soft Gel, and this is a restful blend. It actually has lavender, L-theanine, tart cherry, lemon balm, passion flower, and German chamomile. So these are simply just a soft gel that you can swallow. And you can take 1 or 2 before bedtime. I like to suggest just start with 1. If 1 works, why take more? Do 1 for a few nights, see how you're doing. And if you need to feel like you need to increase that, you can take up to 2 per night. Now, I also like to say, if you have a hard time falling asleep, take your Serenity 30 minutes to an hour before you want to head to bed, okay? And the more consistent you can keep your bedtime, the better it is too. But if you have trouble falling asleep, 30 minutes to an hour before. If you have trouble staying asleep in the middle of the night, like you wake up in the middle of the night, take it right at bedtime as you're going to bed, okay? And sometimes, especially when you start doing stuff for sleep, you've got to give it enough time to work, so stay consistent. And another soft gel that I want to mention is Copaiba. And this is a powerhouse, and I know a lot of people like to pair 1 Serenity, 1 Copaiba at bedtime. And when traveling, you're not sleeping as well, Copaiba can be really, really good for calming down the nervous system. Now, I also know people that love to use these combos during the daytime. And we know there's a lot of research on Copaiba and how it can help us with different emotions. And it can even be really good for, just helping our body run healthy all the time. And so this, again, it's just a small soft gel. And all of this one, it is Copaiba oil in the soft gel. And so these can be some other helpful support if you need them. And the nice things about the natural products that you can take these daily and feel okay doing that. It's totally safe to do that. And plus you'll be getting all the other benefits of the oils that are in here, not just helping you sleep better, but they're gonna help keep your cells healthier and keep your liver detoxed. And so it is really kind of cool when you look at it. It's not like you have to feel like, oh, I have to take another pill and I'm gonna have more side effects. You're not gonna have that with the natural sleep help. You know, you're gonna wake up, you should feel good in the morning. You shouldn't feel that groggy, not awake, because basically what natural products are trying to do is get your body into balance, okay? I hope that these tips have helped you. I hope you'll get your diffusers running in every bedroom tonight and sleep well, my friends, because we need it for great health.